Hello, welcome to Friday with Fiona. Sorry about that, I got the wrong screen up. So, okay, I've just realised I haven't got a drink, but hopefully it won't matter. So this is fun today. This is Tricks and Treats bundle. Just wanted to say hi and excuse the naked me. I haven't got any makeup on. Had a really busy day yesterday, a bit of a busy week, and so today is you just got to take me as you find me. Okay, let me there we go. Okay, so I've got my desk, that's fine. Okay, I need to go back a little bit. I hope I don't make you too dizzy. This weekend I've got a busy weekend, but tomorrow is all about getting my craft room ready for the start of the new Stampin' Up year, 1st of October. And that is one thing I wanted to share with you quickly before we get started. So this year we're celebrating Stampin' Up 35 years in the business. Now they always have, to be honest, the best deal in the catalogue is the starter kit. So you spend £99 and get £130 worth of products. But this month, the start of the new year, they want to celebrate 35 years by choosing either 35% off your starter kit or 35% more product with your starter kit. So if you get 35% off, you get £130 worth of products for £64.35. That is amazing. And then the other option is to spend £99 and get £175.50. So I mean, it truly is an incredible offer, that £64.35, because once you've become a demonstrator, the perks are, I mean, that's, you know, it's just amazing. You get an option to pre-order. So the new catalogue will come out in January, this spring one, and you will get, if you've signed up, you'll get a chance to order in December. You get, when you first join, you get 20% discount with the option to save more. What else is there? You become part of an amazing community. I've made some great friends being part of Stampin' Up. I think most people will say they join for the discount, but they stay for the people, and it is so true. Which way am I going? I'm going that way, right? Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. It's truly awesome. If you are interested, please reach out to me. My email address should be on my profile, or just put a comment below today's video and I will happily reach out to talk to you. Okay, so today we're focusing on the Tricks and Treats bundle. Now, I love Halloween. Unfortunately, since COVID, we don't really do anything. I used to decorate the window. We have a bay window. I used to decorate it. I would always open the door to the local kids with my pumpkin basket, which you press a button and you get like a ghost making a noise. But since COVID, my husband is really reluctant. So we just unfortunately leave the porch light off and don't get bothered. But I do love sharing with my family and friends. So I've got a couple of lovely cards and a little gift box type thing that you could give for Halloween. Mine's got a test tube of Smarties in it. Now, what I wanted to show you is I didn't get this paper because I love it. It's the Them Bones paper, but I just thought I won't make enough cards and it's a waste. Now this paper here, and they've actually got it down as Starry Sky, but in all the photos it looks like Orchid Oasis, and then it's just got lines. So what I have done, I've taken that and I just used one of the embossing folders. So this is the first card we're going to do. I'll get my stamp set. Where is my stamp set? I'm going to do on Sunday, and one of the projects is the shoebox swap. So this is the stamp set. It does come with matching dies, but I didn't get them because I thought they're pretty straight, and it's fairly easy to fussy cut. I kind of wish I had, because there's some extras in the dies. You get the word boo cut out. You get a bigger ghost than that, plus these, but I just didn't have the need for it. So what I did was I took the Stripes and Splatters 3D embossing folders, and I use the stripes, and it's Orchid Oasis. As it in the catalogue, it actually says Starry Sky, but in the photos it looks like Orchid Oasis. So I've used Orchid Oasis and Parakeet Party, and I have to say I love the combination. So that's how I got this effect. So that's instead of the designer series paper. Okay, so my card base is a regular half A4, 21 centimeters, scored in half at 10.5 by 14.8. This is the new, I think I must have cut on. No, it's the new one. It's in the mini catalogue. It's slightly wider. So this is the original, whoops, that we've got, which is white, black and white. This is black and very vanilla, and it's like double the width. So I've used that one today. Love them both, but a bit of gingham never goes wrong. So I've already embossed my bit of Orchid Oasis, and that will just go. So I've cut that down because I did want the Parakeet Party to show. So that is I'm pretty sure it's 9.5. Yeah, so that'll be 9.5 by 13.8. So I'm actually going to use Tombow because of the embossing. I want to make sure I get good coverage, and so I can go on the bits that are flat, not the. And they're quite quick and easy cards. Probably the hardest thing is make sure I get along the top there. Whoops. The fussy cutting, and this one is just fussy cutting the haunted house. And as I said, it's quite straightforward. So just get that on. Give that a good. Make sure I've got good coverage on that. Okay. I usually find that I get to next spring and the in colours that have been around for 2 years are retiring, and I have so much left. So I'm really trying to make a concentrated effort. And in fact, I don't think I've got any Parakeet Party left. No, I haven't. And I haven't got any Sweet Sorbet, and I've got hardly any of the Orchid Oasis. I do have the Starry Sky. Okay, so the next bit, I've got this piece of white, just basic white. And this is 9.5 by 8.5, and that's just going to go across the middle with a bit of Parakeet Party, which is 3.5 by 9.5, and that will go across the middle. But I'm going to do some stamping first. I'm going to stamp in Orchid Oasis and Pebble Path. And for my stars, wild wheat, because it looks like gold. And wild wheat is really coming into its own at the moment, this time of year. I'm hoping my chamois is still wet enough. Just about. I meant to wet it a bit more, but forgot. Okay, so let's put my example there so I can see what I'm doing. And first things first. So you've got Frankenstein and Dracula, the heads, the haunted house. So now I should have another. There's my white bit for my haunted house. So let's do that first. Making sure I've got good coverage. Some of these are really juicy and some of them are not. So, okay, that's my haunted house. I'll cut that out in a minute. And I need to do my ghost also in Orchid Oasis. Okay. Whoops, ghost, little ghost. And the other thing that I will show you at the end is there's some 3D, and they reflect. You probably won't be able to see with all the lights on, but so where did I put him? I put, could be her, in the middle at the top. Okay, so I think I'm done with my Orchid Oasis. Yeah. So I've got my ink pads there at the moment, but I'm kind of reviewing where I'm going to put them. And I've seen a lot of demonstrators have them in front of them on their desk. I don't know if it'll block my light, but be lots of playing around this weekend. Right, okay, now I'm going to do my stars in wild wheat. Where's my wild wheat? There it is. And I'm just doing them either side of my little ghost. And it's amazing. It do look like gold. So it just saves a bit of heat embossing. Okay, so that's that. I'm done with that. Then I need to do my tombstones. I think that's the other thing you get in the dies, is you get a much bigger tombstone. Yeah. And you get candy corn, which apparently the Americans rave about. I don't even know what it is. I've seen lots of stuff online about it, but I have no idea what it is because I've never had it. Right, okay, that's... So last but not least, my tombstones going along the bottom. Now, I did do them right along the bottom. It's just that you can't see because of where the house is being placed. So let's straighten that up. And I'm going to line it up so I can do it in line with my grid paper. Look, I've got it on the top of the stamp, the block, and I will get that all over me. Let's just get that off. I did that the other day. I couldn't work out how I'd got ink all over me. Right, so I'm just going to go along the bottom. I do love this stamp set, it's fun. I love the witches last year, and I wished I'd got it, but never mind. I have some from years gone by, and once things are retired, I just don't use them, so I need to do a bog off. Okay, so excuse me, that's my stamping done for this card. Oh no, I've just got to stamp my eek. So that's going to go across there like that. And I'm just going to stamp my eek in black, memento black. Could have done it in Pebble Path actually, but I've put it away now. I'm just going to line that up. My grandkids, I don't know if Jessica will still be doing Halloween this year, maybe if her friends are, but Sophie's at university, so she'll be having a wild time there, I should think. But they used to love dressing up and trick-or-treating. Right, okay. So I think I'm done with my stamping for that one. Let's pop this Parakeet Party strip across there. So this class, class to go today, I would be able to send you all the cardstock, everything, but I wouldn't be able to send you the stamped images. You really need this stamp set or another Halloweeny one to do you what you need. Right, now I've already cut my ribbon. Now what I'm doing, rather than going right the way around, I'm just attaching it to the bottom with a little bit left over, and I'm just going to pop a bit of seal on there. So I want it right at the bottom. Whoops. Gosh, my throat is dry. That's too high because I've done my... No, what am I doing? It's to go around the green, not the bit of ink on my fingers. So I've moved that up. Right, so it's going to go along here, along the bottom of the parakeet party. And I'm just going to fold that over and stick that down. And then do the same at the other side. And then what I can do is cut this bit off now. We save so much ribbon by doing it this way. And then I'm going to just tie that in a little knot. I can see a cement mixer at one of our neighbours' houses. I hope they didn't start using that while I'm doing this. Okay, so get my ribbon scissors, which are where exactly? Oh, right in front of my nose. Yeah, so as I said, we've had a bit of a week. Yesterday afternoon and evening, my husband couldn't keep his eyes open. There was football on, and he was just out for the count, so we went to bed very early. I'd done a lot of driving, so I didn't mind. And then I'm going to pop that on in the middle with a rolled up glue dot. Yeah, so what happened? Right, we had a boiler service, and he identified a problem with the boiler. We've had it 5 years. So a part had to be ordered, and they had to give us a quote for the work because it was not cheap. And so he came back and did that. That's fine, but that was kind of hanging over our heads. Right, now I've done that, so I'm going to pop this on. I'm going to use Tombow again because of the embossing. So yeah, so that was Monday. And then Tuesday night, my husband was using the microwave, but he went away from it to get something, and I thought, I can smell burning. And he came back and said, what's that burning smell? Anyway, we went out. It wasn't on fire, but there was noxious fumes coming out of it. So that was a bit scary. But our wonderful DIY guy, he comes, I rang him, and he literally was over within half an hour. And it was a built-in microwave, so he had to find the plug and unplug. Oh, it was, anyway, then the house stank. He took it away. So Wednesday we had no microwave, and we had an Ocado delivery coming with loads of microwave meals that my husband had chosen. Right, that's my card. So I just need to fussy cut my house, and then these are what I was talking about. So they are glow in the dark bats and ghosts. Now if I turn my light out, turn this one out, can you see? Yeah, just slightly there glowing. I love them. I don't like bats, but I love ghosts. So pop the lights back on. Right. So I'm just going to quickly cut my house out, and I'm literally leaving a little sliver of white around it. Yeah, so Wednesday we went and just bought a cheap microwave, which is sitting on a bench at the moment, so at least he can have his ready meals that he's ordered. And we haven't even started looking at a built-in one yet, because goodness knows that's going to be expensive. But at least we didn't have a fire in the house, so you know, something to be thankful for. Okay, let's just cut these little bits out. So I'm kind of trying to just line my scissors up with the lines in the picture. Get rid of the excess card. So it's not hard to cut out, it's just a bit fiddly. A bit. And to be honest, by the time you put the die on the die cutting machine, you could have cut it out. As I said, I would have liked the boo and the ghost, but hey ho. This is one of the cheapest stamp sets as well. And it's just a bit of fun. So I'm going to be giving these to family. I've still got, I think they're still available on the clearance rack. It's the coffins that we had a few years ago. And they fit like treat size bars of chocolate, you know, like a Mars bar or something like that would fit in. So I did that last year. I've still got some left actually. So friends will probably be getting those full of chocolate. I might give some to the next door neighbour kids because there's 3 of them. Right, there's my house. Let's just get rid of this rubbish. And then I'm just going to pop this on dimensionals. I know it's going to cover up those and go across the ribbon. So 1, 3, 4, and then I popped a mini one just in the tip of the house so that it didn't get bent. We started banging, so hopefully you can't hear that. And it's going at an angle. And there you go, that's card number 1. Oh, I've got to put my bats and ghosts on. So I've got 2 ghosts and 1 bat. That's going in the middle. And my ghost's going there. Stuck to my finger. Okay, that's card 1. I hope you like that. I do love that actually. Right, card 1 done. Card 2. Okay, so this was a virtual swap that I've cased from an online convention that I did. And again, this was using, I think it's the Them Bones Designer Series paper. Oh, actually it's not. I wonder which one it's using. Okay, let me have a look at the back, because it's much, the ones that I saw, you had much bigger polka dots. Let's have a, I've got backings to dimensionals all over me. Right, okay, let's have a look at the back of the catalogue. Oh, is this one, Merry, Bold and Bright, page 9. And it was this one with the, so that's Shaded Spruce and Granny Apple Green. I've done Shaded Spruce and Parakeet Party. But I remembered that I had the Dots and Spots die. So I've cut a piece of Shaded Spruce out with that. So admittedly there, and then it's going to go on top of a piece of Parakeet Party. And then I've cut a bit of Rick Rack in black from the basic borders. Now I've put adhesive sheet on the back of this. That one I glued with Tombow, but it was really fiddly doing it all in between the holes. So I've put adhesive sheet on here. There we go. Make life a lot easier. There we go. And then I'm just going to pop that onto my Parakeet Party. Right at the edge. Whoops. I'm trying to get it in place before it sticks down. I'm going to do it this way and then turn it around because my light is reflecting. That's it. Okay, so it's going to go that way. And then I need my Rick Rack just to go over the edge. So that I will use some Tombow. Now, I've got to cut some off. So I'm cutting off there. just so I know where to go up to with my glue. I'm just going to do it on the outer edge. Whoops. Should have my silicone mat underneath me. Right, let's pop, whoa, pop those on, and then I can cut the edge off. So it doesn't matter that it's not quite straight, because I can line my rickrack up so that it's straight. And then just get my scissors. A little bit just showing there. That's it. Right, now I've got my basic white card base. So again, it's half a sheet of A4, 21 centimeters by 14.8, scored in half at 10.5. And I've done this deliberately smaller so that I can see the white around it. So my parakeet party is 9. Oh, it's 9 actually. Must have cut that down a bit too small. 9 by 12.8. So yeah, 2 centimeters smaller. Actually, 1.5 centimeters. That's okay. That's the right size, but it's okay. We'll work with it. Oh, that's what I haven't got is my vellum. I could have sworn I had a vellum. There it is. My vellum circle is going to go on there. So let's pop him on the back. We'll just use Tombow. I've got it out. I think it's getting a bit dry. Okay, let's pop that on our card. Okay, so I'm trying to line it up with my grid paper to get it straight. And then push it from underneath. Right, so this is the decorative circle punch. So I'm just going to pop that in the middle, and I can put it on with glue because my Frankenstein head is going to cover most of it up. Okay, and then I've got just a piece of basic white card. I've discovered when you use the glow-in-the-dark card, it doesn't dry very quickly. So I'm going to use that for my sentiment. So I will stamp that now so that it's got time to dry. And it's all one stamp, and I just cut it up into 3. So let's try and do it. It's okay if I can do it all in one and then cut it up. I think I might need to re-ink this as well. Okay, so I'm going to put that to one side to dry before I try and cut it up because it will smear. I made that mistake. And then I just need to stamp my Frankenstein. I think I must still be tired. So I'm going to stamp him in Parakeet Party on white, and then that bit goes in black. So Parakeet Party. I'm really pleased with myself for using up my in colours. Okay. No, that's not big enough. The reason is, oh, that might, no, that's not big enough. The reason is I've got to have his, whatever they are. They're not earplugs, but they look like earplugs sticking out of his head. So I need a slightly wider bit. Okay, let's do. Okay. And then in basic, not basic black, Memento black. How are we doing for time? So now I need to do his, oh, nuts and bolts, whatever they are. That's getting really dry. There it is. Getting a bit stained because I've used it so much. Okay. Okay, so then you do in Memento black. Yeah, this does need re-inking. It's really not. I've got to take it to a craft weekend, craft day on Sunday, so I need to make sure that's got plenty of juice on it. And then you just line it up with the top of his head. Et voila. Now I've got a gap there because my black is not juicy enough. So I'm just taking my blend and I'm just going to fill in the little holes. And I need to make sure that I re-ink that before Sunday. Okay, now I have gone too far over, but I can tell what I was supposed to. So let's just cut this in half. I can use that again. And I'll just fussy cut him. I can see where I went outside the line with my blend. And again, I'm going to give a very thin bit of white just around the edge. Just cut the excess off. So obviously if you don't like fussy cutting, the dies are an option. And I do wish I'd got them now, but because when you get them together, you save 10% as a bundle. So that's always worth doing. But as I only got a stamp set, I'm just going to make do. And just cut around him. And I'm not giving him any white at the top because I went outside the line with my blend. I did try the, I seem to go to this one. I don't know if it's because it's green and my favourite colour is, one of my favourite colours is green. I tried to do the Dracula and I did it in Gorgeous Grape. It was too dark. Highland Heather was okay. I wonder if Fresh Freesia might be better actually, not so dark. But I don't think I like, I just don't like his image as much. I prefer this one with the nuts and bolts sticking out of his head. This is the fiddliest bit and it doesn't take long. Right. Get that bit out. There we go. I'll just do this side. Right, here's my Frankenstein. And he's going to go with dimensionals on top of my vellum decorative circle, so you're not going to see that glue. Well, that's just the bit of paper. What happened there? I'm just using 3 on him, and then we'll pop him at an angle. I really like this card. I can't remember who did it. I know it's an American demo on the online convention, but thank you very much. Okay, so then I need to tie a bow, and I've used the smaller one just because it's a bit narrower to do just a bow. Here we go. Just realised these aren't my ribbon scissors. That's why it's not cutting so well. Let's do the ribbon scissors. Very important you keep a pair just for your ribbon and one for paper, because the paper really does dull the. You can sharpen them, but okay. So again, just get a glue dot rolled up. And put to one side. Now I have used the bats and ghosts. Okay, so I'm going to ghost up there and a bat up there and a bat up there. 1, 2, 3. Have another ghost down here. 4 and another bat. Might as well use them up. Okay, so there's my card. I think this is my favourite. I do like the other one, but I love the idea with the like the polka dots. Right now, hopefully it's still a little bit wet, so I'm just going to be very careful and cut my words. Hopefully I'm cutting straight. Actually, I'm just going to give it a blast with my heat gun, because I'm going to smudge it. Right, hopefully that's dry. Okay. Okay, I mean, you could draw a line with a ruler if you wanted to be 100% certain you've got it straight, but I'm just eyeballing it. It's still a little bit wet, but better than it was. In fact, I need to put that in my instructions for Sunday, because I've given them a piece of this to stamp Frankenstein on. So I think need to stamp first and then give it time to dry. Okay. And then we're going to do my favourite project. Might need a little bit off that beside the O. Right. And then I'm just going to pop those on with dimensionals. Where's my dimensionals gone? These are ones out of a kit, and they're slightly higher, I think, actually, but that's okay. Hopefully it hasn't smudged by turning it over. Right, trick or treat. You can see that Ghost is glowing slightly, and it's because of the lights. But okay, so that's card 2, and I do love that. That's my favourite. Right, now the third one we're moving on to is this. So they're little test tubes. You can get them on Amazon, and I've got Smarties in mine. So you make the box and you attach it to the backing, and then I just die cut. That's from the Sentimental Park dies, and then I just stamped and cut the house out. And this one, he's glow in the dark, but I had to go over him with a blender, a blend, because it I think, as I said, I need to re-ink my Memento, so I need to do that before Sunday. Right, let's get Frankenstein clean, and we'll get started on our little test tube holder. Now I've already kind of made a template because this is going to be used at the weekend, so I've got a tutorial. So if you're interested in a tutorial, just leave me a comment and I will happily send it to you. So I've got my piece of cardstock, which is 21.6 by 16.5, and then I need my back, which, where's my ruler gone? Oh, there it is, hiding. Which is it's 13 centimeters by 3.8 centimeters, and that becomes your back. Now the only thing I haven't got ready is the designer series paper. I just need to grab that because I've used the this is the stargazing one, and so that's Parakeet Party. The one I've used on here is obviously Pumpkin Pie, but I don't seem to have any left, so we're going to have to use, I could do that actually, that's very burst, just for a bit of contrast. Quite dark, yeah, we'll do that. Whoa, everything just fell over. Okay, so I've got that and that, and I just need to cut my designer series paper, which won't take me a minute. So I need a piece that is 6 by 3.5. Where's that going then? 6 by 3. Oh, that's the 3 sides. 3.5 is going to be too wide, actually. Oh, maybe not, actually. So I want 3 of those. What did I say? 3.5 by 6. So 3 of those for the side. And then a bit for the backing. which is also 3.5 by 10. So 3.5. Great. Put that away later. So I've got my contrasting bits of designer series paper. So what I'm going to show you is this is 21.6 by 16.5, and then it's scored on the short side at 6.3 and 10.2, and then again scored at 5.1 and 11.4 up to your first score line, and then from your second score line to the end, and that gives you your tabs. And then on the long side it's scored at 6.3, 10.2, 16.5 and 20.3. And I've just put squiggles where I need to cut. So I'm going to get my big scissors just for speed. How long have we been going? I think I need to crack on. So the dotted lines are score lines, and the thick lines are where I'm cutting, and then where I've squiddled. So basically I need these three bits here cut out. Now I have got a template which I'm gonna, oh, I didn't print out. Okay, where's my template on? There it is. That's what I'm going to end up with. So I just need to make sure I'm cutting the right bits. And I'm getting hot. Right. So I'm going to cut up that additional score line that we put in. And cut down. And that's a tab, so I need to go right the way down, which I didn't on that one. Just need to straighten that up a bit. My pencil marks are putting me off. Okay, so the same thing here, go right the way down to the score line. The reason it's got lines because I took a picture for my template. But obviously I didn't print that out. Okay, so there's my flaps there. And then I'm now cutting out these three. And the same on this side. You can use your trimmer to do this. I just thought it's easy to show you where I'm cutting with the scissors. Okay, and then up to the score lines on these are going to be your tabs. I'm just mitering them a bit to make it easier to fold. And I'm going to fold it in so you won't see my pencil lines. And then these little corners get cut off. all of that can go. And then you're left with your flaps like that. So let's get all that out of the way. Now, the bit I find trickiest is making the hole for the test tube to go in. So you need to measure your test tube. Mine fits my old 3/4 inch circle. I know Stampin' Up don't make these anymore, but you can get them any craft shops. Now, you want it kind of to be in the middle. So I'm just going to eyeball it, but you can cut it out and then put it where you want it to be. In fact, let's do that. Just going to pop, and I'm just going to pop it on with glue dot. It's going to come straight off, but you'll see why in a minute. There we go. So I'm going to, it's easier to eyeball that now. So that looks to be the middle. You could measure, but I'm just eyeballing. And then I need to, I think I need to fold that back to get through to my, so I'm going to cut a fraction off the, here we go, fraction off the tab, because it's the only way you can get to it. But that is the easiest way I found to do the circle. Okay, so then all you need to do is make your box, get your bone folder, make sure you've got good lines. And as I said, my pencil marks will be on the inside, so you won't see them. I just need my pegs. And I'm going to use Tombow. So I think I'll use my silicone mat. Okay, I'm going to do these sides first. Just pop a pin, a peg even, not a pin, and pop. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Oh, I must be coming to look at the house. One of our neighbours' houses is for sale. Right, that's a little bit over the top, so I need to cut that down. And I didn't quite go down the school line on that one. Okay, pop a pin, a peg in that one, and then do the same on this side. And hold those in. Peg and hold this one in. Peg. Okay, I'll just give that a couple of seconds to dry. What I can do while I'm waiting is just get my backing and put my piece of designer series paper now. You can see it looks like it's not, I haven't got enough designer series paper, but that's absolutely fine because that bit is going to be glued onto the back of the box, so no need to use more designer series paper than you absolutely need. Right, hopefully that will have dried, and I can pop my box in, and I'm just going to glue these sides because I want it to hold in place rather than to keep coming open. I'm just going to hold that for a second. See, there's a bit of glue come out there, so wipe that off with my silicone mat. That's that side. I probably could have used a glue dot, actually, would have been easier for this bit. Just get that in there. And just push it with my finger through the hole. Whoops. And then pop that bit in. There we go. Okay, so then that's, I'm going to find, where did my lid go? There, so that's going to be the back. Right, I'm just going to glue that on. Okay, there you have it. So now I just need to put my DSP on the 3 sides that are showing. There we go. Okay, so then we just need to decorate. So I'll put my template back. With this one, I've got a black one, but it's not going to show, so I think I really need the parakeet party. Let me just show you what happens. There we go. And the secret is to pop a little dimensional on the bottom. It just helps it to stay in place, but it's easy enough to pull it out when you want it. Just put that on there, push it through, and then it keeps it standing in place. Now I have a piece of parakeet party metallic twine. Just tie it in quite a big ribbon. And then attach that with a glue dot to there.